Hello and welcome to the first of three videos for week 7. Um, I wanted to begin by talking about a little bit of class business for this week. If you guys could just go ahead and get your lecture quizzes, we can begin. All right, so this week, week 7, we have two assignments. The first is like it's a journal, but it includes an interview which you must find an appropriate subject for. So this assignment is um, paired with a video that is about inequality and trying to live on a minimum wage. The video, I'm going to tell you right now, it's kind of weird. It's a sociology musical. So bear with it and you will learn something from it. So it is kind of funny and a little strange, but I think that it will help you to do well on your assignment. So watch that first, and then you will be asked to interview somebody who makes minimum wage or less, or slightly more. I guess you couldn't really make less than minimum wage. So interview somebody who makes minimum wage and lives on their own. In other words, they're not supported by their parents. Of course, they can live with roommates, or they can rent a room from somebody, but the point is that they have to be trying to live on minimum wage. Now, minimum wage in California is $12 an hour. In some counties, it's slightly more, up to $15 an hour. So I am going to be looking for you to have interviewed somebody who makes $15 an hour or less. Um, and you're going to interview them about, what it's like to live on that. So be sure to read the instructions and follow them. If you don't know somebody who fits the criteria, then you're going to be asked to get a little bit creative. So maybe interview your favorite barista at Starbucks, or someone who collects the cart at your grocery store, and like that. All right, so you have that assignment. It's due on Saturday. And then there is a discussion board, and the discussion board is a pretty simple one. You're going to be using the information that you found in your Thanksgiving assignment. You can basically cut and paste it if it's not too long. If it is pretty long, then you might want to uh, do some editing or summarize or something. So you'll post that and then you'll use the discussion board to read your discussion board mates' posts and compare them with yours and see if your experiences were the same or were different. And so I've just answered the first quiz question, which is um, this week, what is this week's assignment? And so the appropriate answer is the last one, that this week's journal assignment includes an interview. Um, and so next, we have only 2 weeks left of Soc 101. And so a lot of you have assignments missing. You should be working on past assignments. I'm okay with you turning them in late, but you will have a penalty for doing so. Still, it's better than a 0. So go ahead and do your work and get them in. They must be completed by the last day of class, which is a week from Friday, December 13th. I will not be accepting any work after that date. And then lastly, I wanted to just mention the final exam because it is coming up in a little over a week. The final exam opens on Wednesday, December 11th at 12 noon and closes on Friday, December 13th at 11:59 p.m. So that is the answer to your second quiz question. Um, It's the same format as the midterm, so you will have 60 minutes to complete it, and it must be completed all in one sitting. You can begin anytime you want to during the period that it's available. And just like before, there are no makeups for exams, especially the final, because the semester is going to be over and I'm not going to be around and neither is anybody else. So plan your time accordingly. Start planning now and be sure to get your final done by the last day of class, which is December 13th. There is a study guide posted, and you can use that to organize your studying for the exam. It's found at the top of the modules page. All right, so that's it for our first video. The rest of the quiz questions will be answered in the following ones. All right.